Peace, prosperity, and protection, family. I hope everybody is doing well. If you're not doing well, that's all good too. You don't got to be positive all the time. Allow yourself to feel and flow through your feelings and your emotions. I am here because I want to deliver a message that I think is profound and actually very helpful for the time that we're in. As I was cooking my potatoes that smelled so wonderful, I heard something very loud and clear. If you continue to neglect God, your body will suffer. Let me say that one more time. If you continue to neglect God, your body will suffer. What does that mean? If we do not, as an individual and as a collective, acknowledge the multidimensional identities that we have, we will not be privy to what parts of ourselves require healing. Now, when I speak about God, I'm speaking about God in two ways. I'm speaking about the overarching God, Big Mama, source code, however you want to identify with it. When you are disconnected from that energy, your physical vessel will begin to experience a shock, abandonment, and those energies, those emotions represent and present itself in your physical vessel as disease because you have literally cut off the etheric cord that keeps you fed, that keeps you energized within this matrix. The other God you neglect is yourself because you have been taught and programmed that you are not God, and yet the Bible tells you ye are God, but somehow you don't believe it. Why is that? And so when you don't acknowledge yourself as the God, as the deity that you are, you also neglect your body. Because now you have been put into a space of servitude, into piety, to now give energy to everything outside of yourself. We can see this very clearly and very evident with those who go to church. They are constantly praising and worshiping God, and yet they're still sick. They're still suffering from ailments. They're not healing at all. And it's because they're neglecting the first God, and it is the God body within themselves. And then they have to ask themselves, well, if I'm praying and I'm asking for healing, why isn't my physical vessel being healed? This is not to attack the church in any means. I actually believe that everybody should feel free to believe in and worship whatever they want. Just leave me alone. But I really want to bring this into a space of accountability. The more you serve everything outside of yourself, the more you become depleted. It's just like a bank. So many people bank accounts are pretty thin right now is because you're constantly spending with nothing going in. And then so if you're so focused on disconnecting from God, the God above you, within you, around you, the God inside of you, then your body will start to suffer from physical ailments and dis-ease. We know this. There's so much information out here that speaks to the fact that your auric field is your first immune system. We know that everything starts in the spirit first. So you are experiencing physical illnesses because of your disconnection to God. You are polluting your etheric cord. You are polluting your feeding tube to God because you have decided that the decisions you're going to make in your life right now are best for you. And you haven't even consulted God on what those decisions are. So, my loves, I want us to be mindful of the true doctor, the true healer, the original source, which is God. And we are a reflection of God. If we remember what it feels like to be connected to a time before now, to a place where love only existed, then we too can activate our Wolverine DNA. Wolverine had the ability to regenerate rapidly. The moment he was cut or wounded, it started to regenerate. We have to adopt that same energy, that same practice, and that same psychology and mindset within our own bodies. And the reason why we're not able to regenerate so quickly is because we have disconnected ourselves from God. So we are experiencing issues with the mind. Our mind is foggy. Our mind is confused because we're not connected to God. God is ultimate clarity. We are feeling lethargic. We are feeling heavy because we have not even talked to God about what energies are on us to be released from. And so if you do not establish your connection or reestablish your connection or recover unto me, making an agreement with God that you want to be healed. You want to feel the warmth, the hug, the love of God. You want to be in the womb of God. When you ask for that, when you ask for that closeness, when you ask to dance with God, when you invite God to your stage, your life changes. The disease that you were feeling start to slowly eradicate. and or you start to receive wisdom and information about what that disease is. So as I speak through this, I want you to really understand that if you are feeling any discomfort within your body, give it to God, reconnect to God. It can be as simple as saying, God, I stand before you with myself, fully humble, asking for your full healing and restoration. Then speak out to the God in you, because there's another part of you that do not exist here. I speak to the God in me. I speak to the deity in me. I speak to my oversoul, and I ask and I activate full body healing. Activate the Wolverine code. I love the Wolverine code. That's beautiful. So ask for that. So reestablish the connection with God, Big Mama, Big Father, and establish connection with your oversoul. The one is that is a representation of all of your lifetime antiquities. It's here to help you. This is the new way of healing, is reestablishing our connection to God and to our ancestors, so that we can have the wisdom we need in order to survive whatever is to come. So I hope this message helped. I hope it resonates. Just practice it. Please give me some feedback in terms of how this makes you feel when you're doing this. But I want you to know that you are loved, you are safe, you are protected. If you're not feeling protected, read Psalms 91. All right, peace, everybody.